Have you ever walked through historic areas of Phoenix, noticing those beautiful, earthy buildings that seem perfectly at home in our desert landscape? Those iconic historic Adobe buildings in Phoenix were primarily constructed using sun-dried earth bricks, a method perfectly adapted to the local climate and available resources. The core mechanism behind Adobe construction is its remarkable thermal mass. The thick, dense walls absorb the intense desert heat during the day and slowly releases it at night, creating a naturally cooler interior. This passive cooling was essential before air conditioning. The materials were also readily available: earth, water, and straw, making it an incredibly sustainable and economical building method for early settlers. The Sonoran Desert provided the perfect clay-rich soil for this purpose. First, local soil, often a mix of clay, sand, and silt, was mixed with water and sometimes straw for added strength. This mixture was then poured into wooden forms to create individual bricks. These bricks were then sun-dried for several weeks until they were hard and stable. Once cured, the bricks were laid like traditional masonry, using a mortar made from the same Adobe mixture. Walls were often 2 to 3 feet thick for optimal insulation. Roofs were typically flat or low-pitched, often supported by wooden beams, called vigas, and covered with layers of brush earth, and sometimes a protective layer of mud plaster. A unique touch in many of these structures was the use of saguaro ribs, the woody skeleton of the saguaro cactus, often woven into roof structures or used as reinforcing elements within walls. Another interesting detail is the use of mesquite wood for doors and window frames, a very hard and durable local timber. The exterior of these buildings was usually finished with a mud or lime plaster, which needed regular maintenance to protect against erosion from seasonal rains. This plaster often gave the buildings their characteristic warm, natural hue. Understanding the ingenuity behind historic Adobe construction in Phoenix reveals not just a building technique, but a deep connection to the land and a masterful solution to living comfortably in the harsh desert environment, showcasing the resourcefulness of its early inhabitants and providing a lasting architectural legacy.